over the last few years without losing the movement. A lot of times in looking for the pace. That's the delivery that got Elgar out on the length, forcing him to play at it.
And what Dean struggled with there is when the ball is moving around, you don't want to throw your hands at the ball. You don't want to feel for it. Almost, if it moves, just let it beat the outside edge.
Oh, it's beautiful again. Gee, this is really testing. What an over that is first up. After being asked to bowl, the captain will be ecstatic with this, and he's an excitable character. And he'll be delighted with that start that Kumar has set. 1 for 1.
Another beauty. Pitching on the off stump, leaving the batsman. Sometimes when you're new to the crease, you don't get closer to the ball, you survive. And that's what's happening at the moment.
Conditions in Cape Town are absolutely superb. Considered generally a bit of a bowling day when conditions are like this. However, the surface has certainly got some assistance for the seam bowlers. Aiden Markram just playing 4 test matches, terrific average of 95, best of 143, but this is a different class.
No!
Loud call from him first up, nice and solid, right behind the line of that one.
That's always something that gives the batsman a lot of confidence. You play your first ball, you get in the middle of the bat. You might not get a run, but you feel confident. He's an impressive young batsman. Heard a lot about him, Graham.
Yeah, Sonny, and you would know, you can't control what's going to happen off the surface. You've got to control your thinking, be positive within your movements, hold your channel. Must force the bowler to bowl at you early on, pick a channel, leave well. Almost then it becomes a bit of a fight, but as you get into the innings, must create a little bit of a pressure game between you and the bowler, force him to make the mistakes. But right now, first morning of a test match, bit of grass on the surface. It's going to be a big fight for certainly the top order.
And importantly, some swing. Solid again from Mark. Of course, we'll know only too well how important it is to get a couple of wickets early, to get the likes of A.B. de Villiers. Graham Smith mentioned that they're about as short, maybe. The likes of A.B. de Villiers in there, Faf du Plessis in there.
It did surprise me. South Africa have been really aggressive in their selection. The 4 outstanding fast bowlers. Really, I guess Quinton de Kock as an all-rounder really offers them that opportunity to go in with a batter light. Vernon Philander as an all-rounder has put in some key performances with the bat over a period of time. But what they will want is this engine room 1, 2 and 3. They've lost 1 to really just lay a platform for sort of stroke players at 4, 5 and 6.
It's going to be all about disciplined batting at the moment. Aiden Markram was one of those guys who will look to leave wherever possible. Won't go chasing those wide deliveries. He will have done his homework against the Indian seamers. Good single, good stuff from Markram. So he's away.
The in-swinger. That's how he set Dean Elgar up. First two deliveries down the leg side, then one angled across him. Got Elgar caught behind. Very clever bowler, Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
Oh, again, that's a beauty. Thought about it, Markram, decided to bail at the last minute. Again, there was some movement away. Some good pace through to the keeper as well. Good carry.
Yes, and he's watching the ball well, Markram. See, look at the way he's left it at the very last moment. Saw that the ball was outside the off stump. He doesn't have to play at it. Aborted the forward jab last moment. Good batting.
Wide of the crease that time. That's worked away by Markram. That's nicely played. Outfield's quick. That's gone for four pretty smartly, so that'll help him.
Yeah, positive shot from Markram. Seen the movement, but he's still committed to his strokes. Good movement of the head towards the ball and the punch. Is looking magnificent. Value for your strokes.
That's a big shout from the Indians. They like that. And up goes the finger as well. Virat Kohli is delighted with that. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a discussion between Hashim Amla and Markram. Markram looks like he's on his way to the change room. No discussion whatsoever.
Well, this is poor bowling. Poor bowling because he's bowling at the pads. He's got three slips in position. All the runs of him have come down the leg side where there's just one fielder. Maybe looking to get that outswinger from around the middle and leg. And what a way to get off the mark. First ball he faces sweetly off the middle. Gone for a four.
What I think for Shami is that he's working into the strong southeaster. Blowing hard into his face. He's just got to support Kumar, try and be consistent. That consistency, Kumar has really opened the game up for India. The two early wickets. What Kohli will want is his other fast bowler and Shami just to play that supporting role, to work in partnerships, to build the pressure from both ends. Looking for more from his fast bowler. There's a lot on offer.
Exactly. He'll want Shami, even if you're not getting wickets, not to leak runs, not to leak boundaries.
This is going going to be fascinating. Now, the South African batsmen are under enormous pressure here, but I guess you couldn't have two better guys than Umla and AB de Villiers out there right now. And Hashim Amla absorbed this pressure. AB de Villiers will play his natural game, I presume, and look to try and transfer the pressure whenever he can. But this will be a fascinating little period of this test match.
Mindset is so important as a batter, and is something in the surface. We've seen a little bit of seam movement. Just don't want to get caught 50-50. You want to keep committing to the best possible shot, whether it's a backward defense, a cut, a forward defense. Try and keep a clear mind and really focus on the ball. You would have worked all week on your game plans and your setups, and mentally would have gone through this 1,000 times. And it's just about allowing your body to react now.
Nicely ball. 12 for 2. Right, so there's the South African lineup, and you'll see that they're stacked with the seamers. Morkel, Steyn, Rabada and Philander. Maharaj is there also. De Kock hasn't been in the greatest of form, but he's an important cog, and he's a very good player, we know that. Olga and Markram was leaving quite a bit, whereas Markram occasionally just got in the zone and aborted that one at the last minute. Sliced that one for 4 and then got totally caught up. They would have done their homework. India, there is some thought that is a bit of a weak area for Markram, what we've seen so far in Test cricket. Swing again.
Great skill from Kumar. Ability to swing the ball both ways, subtle variations out of the hand. Dragging him in, and then just using the straighter one. Wonderful to watch. Real opportunity in these conditions to use his skills.
Good carry, sliding into those gloves.
Good leave as well around the off stump. He'd been sparring at those earlier on. Now settling down just a little bit, nerves settling down.
I think that's a good point, Hazy. I mean, the debate at the toss was whether it'd be slow today, whether it'd maybe lack a little bit of zip, certainly have some
Up again swing from Kumar. They've been concentrating on a bit of fine grass at Newlands rather than the thicker grass to try and get some good carry and bounce and a bit of pace, and not the seam. That's what they've been trying to concentrate on, and it looks like it's a very good surface at the moment. Good carry through to the keeper, good movement through the air as well, so conditions are tough for batting. But what a challenge this is. What a start to 2018 in Test cricket in South Africa. Got him, there's another one. He is on fire, is Kumar. This is outstanding stuff. He's now picked up 3. That is a massive wicket. Hashim Amla is on his way back to the pavilion. The Indian players have not expected this, I'm sure, and they will be absolutely delighted with what they're seeing.
They will be, because this is a big wicket. This is a man who plays innings of 200s and 300s, and he himself will agree when he sees the replay that this wasn't the kind of shot that was expected of him. He's not yet set, and he's sparred, he's flashed at a delivery outside the off stump, looking to punch it through the covers, just getting a nick, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar gets his 3rd wicket. Hashim Amla walking back to the pavilion. South Africa, are they in trouble? They're 3 down for 12.
Well, I would imagine that South African change room is a little bit anxious right now, as the captain, who won the toss and elected to bat, and we haven't seen 5 overs, and he's already striding out to the middle. It's pretty sombre there right now, though. South Africans, they will know that they've got someone like Quinton de Kock who hasn't been in the greatest of form. He's going to have to stand up today. Faf du Plessis as well. AB de Villiers is going to really have to kick in. But gee, what a start from India.
A dream start for Virat Kohli. He gets into it. He loves the contest. He certainly will be pumped. Kumar has given him a perfect start to the year. South Africa under real pressure. Loose shot from Amla. Pitch you've got to work hard on to get in. 12 for 3 South Africa. du Plessis comes to the crease. He has his record, 46 matches. Average of 46, 15 50s and 700s. Captain will be motivated to put in a big performance, winning the toss. South Africa 12 for 3. He'll be feeling
right now with this scoreline.
And it's been 2.5 months since du Plessis played a game of cricket with the injuries that he had, the back and the shoulder. He's walked in at 13 for 3, 12 for 3. Straight into the cauldron.
And he also said a couple of days ago that South Africa have a score to settle against India. Hashim Amla will be sitting in that change room wondering why he spotted that, but that's what happens when you have the quality bowling of Kumar. When they swing around, when it's swinging both ways, when his line is pretty good, his pace is pretty good. Welcome back to Test cricket, AB.
It's often days like today that someone can get a 70 or 80 and get you into the contest. It's not about looking pretty. Sometimes it's about being effective, and certainly from a South African perspective, they'll be looking for someone in his top 6. Just get a job done. Get them in. The total on the board. Feel that there'll be good carry throughout the game, maybe some swing on offer. With a really aggressive bowling lineup. Someone's got to get them into this contest.
Just a half shot, that's all it was. AB considers he missed out on that one. Should expect there's lots of encouragement out there from the Indian fielders right now.
Yes, they're pumped up. They've got 3 early wickets. You can see the ball would have gone down the leg side. That's why it was more of an aborted appeal from Mohammad Shami. But yes, he is drifting onto the pads. And AB de Villiers might be thinking, well, he missed out on another boundary. Virat Kohli, he'll be pretty happy with what's happened, but he'll want more.
Obviously, just leaving that one as it goes through and comes back off the seam towards that off stump.
So far, better over from Shami. Hasn't quite backed up Kumar's wonderful start. This has been better from him. As we said, he is working into that strong southeaster. Never easy when fast bowlers choose their end. Who gets to work into the wind? Who gets the wind? Always a little bit of a battle in a contest.
Again, hands nice and high for Faf du Plessis.
Free down. There's no rush. The South African skipper knows he can let go a lot of deliveries while the ball is hard and new. Wait for it to get a little roughed up.
Quinton de Kock just sitting down at the right.